Well, how do there, chums? Today we're going to do a breakdown of the new Disclosure trailer by Steven Spielberg and what I feel it might mean. So let's start watching and I'd interject at times.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone...
So, chums, with the stag represents transitional stages and renewal. So the stag regrows its horns. So regeneration or reincarnation could be kind of what's on the card, or other realms. I mean, the white stag is supposed to symbolize sort of like a journey between different realms and states, and in some connotations maybe even linking to Christ himself. So religious connotations are linked to the stag in symbology.
showed you, proved it to you.
Now, the cardinal bird is seen as a messenger of sorts, be that an angel or a passed away loved one. People see it as a symbolic reference, as a loved one trying to reach out, someone that's passed onto another realm trying to reach ours. It's like a messenger between our realm and the realms that we can't see, perhaps even the astral or lucid realms. Dimensional different shifts, different realms in dimension. That's kind of how I see the cardinal bird, and if you're looking at the text to the side there, you'll see that reads fairly similar in what I'm getting at here, people.
Would that frighten you?
So what's alluded to here is, would we be scared of some sort of message from different realms and dimensions? I think a lot of people might be, especially with the amount of religious connotation that we're seeing here, and how much religious connotation there is inside of the actual poster art. So you see an inversed eye, an upside down eye. In the occult, that means quite a great deal. The occult just means hidden, but an upside down eye is seen as the eye of Baphomet, or the eye of hell. I mean, if you get a normal size eye round the right way, it's usually the eye of God watching upon us. You invert that eye, it's the eye of hell looking upon us, the eye of Satan, Baphomet. So, as above, as below. I think this has got quite a lot of occultic connotations, the actual poster art. And to have that in the middle of the cardinal bird, which is from another realm, it kind of ties into this other realm is looking into our realm. Perhaps the veil between dimensions is getting thinner, and we're going to start seeing angelic and demonic beings, perhaps.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is...
Now, it is odd that they've chosen a newscaster or weather forecast girl that everybody tunes in to watch. I mean, people are going to see her, people are going to hear her, and then the message that she has to convey seems to be a lot of clicks, almost Morse-like in origin, perhaps. Perhaps some sort of message that's going to get decoded inside of the film that then makes sense to those in the know. We will see. There's also maybe connotations of aliens inside of this, which we'll see a little bit later.
Today's...
There was a lot of religious sort of notes inside of this trailer, including all of the nuns and the crosses and the mentions of God creating a world or a universe so perfect.
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
So here he says that everybody deserves the truth. Now, I feel this plays very much into today's world, where we've seen all of these orbs and we've had all sorts of stories and misdirections happening. I mean, we're seeing UFO craft raised from the oceans, and we're seeing a heck of a lot more orb sightings passed off as drones and experimental craft. Whether you choose to believe that's up to yourself, but it does seem very odd to me that we're seeing these sort of plasma type ball entities or objects appearing seamlessly from perhaps even another dimension.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
So something I find odd is he reaches into a rucksack. It's not a very big thing. So whatever he's going to show and disclose has to fit inside of a rucksack. So I'm wondering, could it be the Book of Enoch? I mean, that talks of the Watchers. And when you look at the text of the Watchers, kind of describes aliens, to be fair. So, I mean, it's a tenuous link. I mean, I'm grasping at straws here. Could be anything in that freaking bag, let's face it.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
So this guy inside the chair, it looks like he's got something inside of his mouth to stop him from biting his own tongue. And it looks like he's doing some sort of remote viewing, astral projection perhaps. But it looks like he takes over the minds of those that he connects to. They seem to copy his movements, and their eyes change colour. Very shifty. Boom, 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 boom.
People keep wondering.
So this scene with the crop circles kind of ties into ufology and UFO enthusiasts and those seeking aliens. Perhaps they're going to connect alien sightings and crop circles to an other astral worldly plane of existence, which maybe angels and demons reside, and perhaps what we've been seeing and saying are aliens could be the divine, like angels, demons, and otherworldly beings from other dimensions. That's what I'm getting from this. But that crop circle itself looks very much like a seal of Solomon, which ties back into the Goethe and also occultic ties in Hermeticism.
Encountering the unknown.
They're coming! They're coming!
They are starved for the truth.
Do you think there could be others?
With all the black cars chasing them down and agents smashing into what looks like a hotel room of some description, I would say this is going to intrigue or pique conspiracy theorists that feel that, the FBI, the CIA are really in cahoots to sort of cover this stuff up. So I think it's going to appeal to the masses, this trailer.
Why would he make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us?
So chums, in summary, what I think this movie is going to try and do is merge UFOs and talks of aliens with spiritual and talks of angels and demons, and perhaps trying to link angels and demons to being aliens and vice versa. I think it's going to make people wonder whether all these talks of abductions and UFOs are spiritual and the other way around. So maybe spiritual encounters have been those of aliens, and perhaps the two stories are combined, almost to blur the lines between the scientific and what we know of, say, the quantum realms and other dimensions as religious notions. It could breach the gap between science and spiritual. It could make people question their religion. It could make people ready for more encounters of the third kind, alien encounters perhaps in the future, and tie it into religion. Well, there you go, that's my take on it, on that trailer, people. Sound off in the comments, let me know what you think. And we've only got until next summer to find out exactly what this movie is going to be about, but I think it's going to stir the imagination and maybe be a movie that sits with you for a long time, similar to perhaps The Matrix. Anyway, goodbye, and goodbye again.